Hey, today we're examining a growing and often overlooked public health issue: ocular trauma associated with pickleball, dodgeball, and kickball in the United States. This is not just a sports story, it's a vision, safety, and injury prevention story. The objective of this national study was to characterize ocular trauma patterns in pickleball, dodgeball, and kickball across the United States. We focused on incidence, demographics, injury mechanisms, and clinical diagnosis, using a decade of National Emergency Department surveillance data. Now, U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission's National Electronic Injury Surveillance System, say that twice, or NEISS, much easier, from 2014 to 2023 showed cases were identified using eye, face, and head injury codes combined with other ball sports classifications, and then manually reviewed to confirm the sport and ocular involvement. 3 board-certified ophthalmology physicians independently reviewed all cases to ensure accuracy. National estimates were calculated using weighted sampling methods from the NEISS, along with the U.S. Census population. Statistical testing included chi-square, ANOVA, and regression analysis. All right, here's what we found. A total of 120 confirmed cases were identified, representing an estimated 7,974 ocular injuries nationwide. The breakdown's clear. Dodgeball, about 4,000 injuries. Pickleball, about 2,500. Kickball, about 1,500. So, what's the key finding here? Well, here's the important finding. Pickleball-related eye injuries are significantly increasing. Everybody thinks they can play pickleball, and it's so easy, right? From 2014 to 23, pickleball ocular trauma showed a statistical upward trend, while dodgeball and kickball remained stable. Pickleball increased sharply over time. Take note, you pickleball players. The age distribution differs dramatically by sport. The average age of a pickleballer? 58 years. Dodgeball, 13 years. Kickball, 15 years. This is a key shift. Younger patients in school-based sports versus older adults thinking they're still kids playing pickleball and being injured. The most common mechanism across all sports was direct, blunt impact to the eye, but pickleball showed additional risk. Falls accounted for about 15% of injuries. Orbital fractures were more common than expected, and high-velocity ball impact remained dominant. The most common diagnosis across all sports was corneal abrasion. Other important findings, though, included hyphema, which is bleeding in the eye contusions, orbital fractures, and in some cases, vitreous injury and iritis. Some of these injuries carry risk for long-term vision complications. Locations also varied. Dodgeball and kickball injuries mostly occurred in schools. Pickleball injuries mostly occurred in recreational sport facilities. This reflects the rapid growth of organized pickleball play among our adults. One of the most important statistical findings, pickleball ocular injuries showed a significant upward trend, a P of 0.04, while other sports showed no meaningful change. So we're seeing more of it. The conclusion is clear. The pickleball-related eye trauma is increasing nationally. It's disproportionately affecting folks like me, older adults. And most of these injuries are preventable. With proper protective eyewear and education, a significant portion of these injuries could be avoided. Prior research suggests that up to 90% of sports-related eye injuries are preventable. Simple protective goggles, folks. And the implications are important. Encourage protective eyewear, promote safety education in recreational leagues, increase awareness in our older adult populations. Remember, folks, you are getting older. And improve injury surveillance in growing sports like pickleball. As participation in recreational sports continues to rise in the U.S., which is good, so too does the need for preventative eye safety strategies. Pickleball may be one of the fastest growing sports in the country, but without proper eye protection, it may also be becoming one of the most underestimated sources of eye injury. Hey, this Saturday on UroPatient, we're taking on one of the most frequently asked and most misunderstood questions in men's reproductive health. Can a vasectomy be reversed? For many men, a vasectomy feels permanent at the time of decision. But there are life changes. Relationships change, priorities shift, and that leads to a very important question. Is reversible truly possible, and What are the real chances it works? Join me this Saturday as I bring on a guest speaker, Dr. Landon Trust, and we'll find out more. Hey, tomorrow we take a closer look at a new wave of concern surrounding vaping and what the latest research may be revealing about its possible links to lung and oral cancer. Is vaping truly the safer alternative it has been marketed as? Or are we now seeing evidence that tells a very different story? Tune in tomorrow and you'll find out.
Breaking news, clinical guidelines, and research insights delivered weekdays at 9 a.m.
UroNurse, where the experts meet. Online learning, practical and sweet. Every Saturday, 9 a.m. Central Time.